Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. Welcome. I have the Essassani with me today, and I'm going to be going live more and more, I think, because going live allows me to flow the channel a little bit differently, and it just feels better this way for me. So I'm going to continue to go this way of going live, capturing the video, and then posting it across my channels. So you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. Patreon is the place that is going to have the most clear posting timeline without the social engagement posts happening. So I urge people to subscribe there. And yeah, so thank you. So just welcoming, just taking a moment maybe to land together. And we can just take like a deep breath in and out. Giving people a chance to arrive. I know that it takes time and I always jump right in, but I think of the replay. So just a couple more deep breaths. For myself, they are always getting me to drink cacao and open my, just to open a bit more before I come on to do these with them. And sometimes I can find myself get ungrounded a little bit from my from my normal presence. Okay, so they want to talk to you today. I think last time we touched in, they talked about the technology of joy a little bit. This idea of this technology of joy and how joy activates our sovereign potential, is what they're telling me right now. And so today they want to talk about curiosity as a facet of that technology of joy. Which is interesting to me because I'm thinking of curiosity and I'm like, they're saying, curiosity is a creative force. Curiosity is a creative force. It is actually, a way of describing our creative genius, and that's what I titled this live today, is that curiosity is our creative genius. And the thing about curiosity that they're saying to me is that curiosity is open. And there's like this very powerful, divine feminine quality to curiosity in the sense that it is open and receiving and open to receiving the experience of what is happening. This curiosity requires this deep opening and acceptance of the experience. It's not like curiosity in its fullest expression of power is not seeking out of fear. It is receiving in order to respond instead of seeking in order to respond. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay, they're saying that makes sense, so I'm going to trust that came out of my mouth in a way that made sense. Can we reformulate it a little bit so that I can feel more content? No. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, so curiosity has this deep feminine quality about it where it is open and receiving. And it's like, it's not that it's seeking, it's like open and receiving that which is before it. And there's no thought, it's just receiving. Because thought becomes judgment, they're saying to me. So you can think of your thoughts as judgment, opinion. Yes, okay. Well, I can understand that thought is judgment, opinion, because you are like identifying it outside of yourself. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, trusting it makes sense. Oh, thank you for coming on the ride, those who tune in to me as I channel with the Essassani. And with everybody who I channel, because it is a wild ride for me too. Um, okay. So then there's also this very like, they're saying like there's this very full, this very, um, it just feels really like juicy, this really full, this really juicy masculine aspect of action that's mixed, that is part of curiosity. So you have this open receptivity, and then this willingness to respond. And that's this like masculine principle, the willingness to respond to what's being received. Okay. I understand. It's like this balance, this power is held within the union of the two. As soon as one of the two begins to be self-serving or self-serving, is that it? Yeah. When one becomes self-serving or out of fear is another way of thinking of it, of self-serving in the sense, then it becomes less powerful. And essentially the solutions that are brought forward are not there's so many words that are flying around. It's like they're not sturdy, they're not foundational. It's almost like they're not going to last, or like that they're not fully formed. They're not in full expression. Like they're degenerative. They're degenerative is the way I would put it. Is like these, it's degenerative as soon whenever it becomes self-serving, it becomes degenerative. That makes sense. And self-serving in the sense of feeding fear, or feeding fear, or acting on fear. Okay. So when your curiosity becomes this kind of like seeking out of fear, it becomes less forceful, less long lasting, less of a legacy. The genius, it's almost like they're saying like the genius of it is limited. Okay, let's explore what you mean by genius. Creating things that are sturdy, that out of nothing. Creating things out of nothing. Is that it? That's the definition? Genius? Yes. And it's very much tied to this like notion of imagination I'm getting. Or like this process of imagination. Like we have such limited trust in our imaginations, but yet it is such a powerful function of the mind. And the mind really is this highly, highly sophisticated energy processing machine. Like it's like this, like we could think of it as this like linguistic supercomputer in a sense, where like we can read frequency very, very well. It's like people call it's like we're like an antenna, but it's not so much like that. The mind can actually like process energy in a way that empowers us to create beauty out of nothing, like beauty out of entropy, or like not even create it, just illuminate the beauty of entropy. That sounds ridiculous, guys, but I understand. Okay. I like what Blossom Goodchild does with her channelings, because she has, like, she does a lot of writing, and then she has someone read the transcript, or maybe she does it audio and she has someone read the transcript, and so then the Essassani, or like the like the Federation always has a different voice of the narrator or whatever, and not her. So I kind of like that, but because, like, if you could hear what's going on in my head, that's moving through my mind. Okay, so genius is like connected to our imagination, and it's like part of this spontaneous form making. And I can see that it has a lot to do with the way our thoughts create this like magnetic field around us. And depending on the polarity of the field around us, that is like how much ability we have to attract what is really. No, because they're saying like we always attract what it's meant for us, because it's not like that the field can attract or repel. Like, it's not repelling away things. It's not like you're missing out on things, but the charge of your field, like if I'm thinking a lot about getting an ice cream, let's just say, like I'm thinking a lot about getting an ice cream. It's like my field becomes full of those little magnetic points, these little flashes of light all over my field, calling in the material needed to manifest that ice cream for me. Okay, so it's not like, it's like you flood your field with focus. Okay. Okay. Now I'm curious just to go a little bit deeper with this idea of curiosity, because it's this deep it's like a receptive state with a willingness to take action. And it doesn't really have much more than that. And it's like, it's that big. And it is, but it's like this creative force. And you can think of it as like our ability to focus energy very well, like very specifically. But it does start with this like deep listening and like being receptive to what is happening, so that you may respond in your truest expression. And then you can use your will as to like how that happens. Just listening to see if there's more. They're just saying that, like, they're saying that we have all the solutions. Like, life around us has everything that we need already. And it's a matter of choosing your focus to be curious. And you want to think of being open and receptive and willing to take action without knowing. There's also this unknowing about curiosity. So there's like this courage that's involved, to kind of like the willingness to take action into the, like, with the unknown. Just knowing your own heart's will. Yes? Yeah, it's very like spontaneous. In the moment, they're saying, like, in the now. Like curiosity is not like is a state of being, which unfolds in every moment. Is your choice to utilize the mental technology of curiosity to open the field to your infinite possibility. Just took me 15 minutes to get there, guys. Just took me 15 minutes to get there. And then once you're in the infinite field of possibility, and I was talking to my friend Louise about this as being like this field of entropy. When you're in the field of infinite possibility, which you can access through the pathway of curiosity, open and willingness to receive the experience, and open and willing to receive, and also willing to take action. So cool. Okay. So once you're in the field of infinite possibility, it really is about where you focus your thought forms and how. So how are you charging them? Like if you're thinking of anything that's creating a thought form, and that thought makes form. So you want to think of like your thoughts are making form with this like electric light that's magnetizing form to itself. And it's just your choice what structure it takes. And that's really like where our ability to manifest is so powerful. But we don't believe it, and so we don't actually feed it. We're like, okay, if I do this, this, and this, I'll manifest this. Done. Like, if I just do this, I'll manifest this. But it's actually like focusing with intention and presence, this intention and presence to enter this like field of nothing and this place of openness. It's not a field of nothing. To access through the technology of curiosity, to open yourself to experience and receive exactly what you're experiencing in this very moment. And then use that urge to respond, to bring you what is needed to think about, take action on, knowing that you already have everything you need for every possible solution. It's a matter of like receiving the information. So like slow down, open up, practice presence. All right, that's cool. They want me to know that there's like no proper form for curiosity, for the action on the other side of curiosity to play out. There's no judgment here. They're just explaining kind of this technology, this pathway of using curiosity to like amplify your power to manifest. Long lasting, like actually manifesting the answers to your prayers, they're saying. Or the answer to your heart's desire, to your heart's desire. And curiosity in its highest expression is like a fraction of joy. Or is a piece like a part of joy. All right, peace and love. That was almost 20 minutes again. Peace and love, my friends. It's nice to tap in. I just would like say thank you to the Essassani. Thank you. I feel like I'm always talking to them over here, but I think that's because of my masculine side, so it just picks up the structure of them more, and or of that energy more. I'm just thanking them. I'm just thanking everyone on the live, everyone listening to the replay, to the podcast, to the videos. And we'll see you next time. Cheers. Have a little sip of the cacao. I will see you soon, I'm sure. They want to talk more and more and more to you. And it's just me really sitting down and going live more. So just stay up to date. If you want to stay up to date, reminder that Patreon is the place where you can actually subscribe, and I will post, like, sometimes things don't work out technically on YouTube or on Instagram or on Facebook. These areas can become a little bit sketchy, but Patreon is the most is the space that I find has the most protection from all of that. So